from last week, PCOS.
Yeah, so last week we talked about PCOS and weight gain.
Yes, I want to know, with that conversation about weight gain and the stigma to an extent around weight gain, but what we spoke about, you enlightened us a bit on, it's not always that you just eat and you gain weight.
Right.
Has the, again, stigma around that conversation subsided a bit that, people have gained weight because of other reasons?
Right.
Per what you see in here.
Yes, people have come to understanding that somebody's gaining weight. It could be family, genetics. If you come from a family where like they easily gain weight, then it's easier for you. And then we talk about PCOS being one of them. Hormonal changes can cause that. We went further we didn't finish with menopause, because menopause is also in the same system with PCOS. They both have like hormonal changes going on. Because one of them you stop menstruating, one of them you have insulin resistance. You get it? So with menopause, so if you look at it, they are both at the end of both spectrums. One is diagnosed when you're younger, one is diagnosed when you're older.
Wow. Imagine somebody having to deal with both in their lifetime.
Exactly. Like, you went through it when you're younger, then you're okay now, and then you hit menopause, and then you reach.
And these are things that are natural. The body just responds like.
So yes, so you have that. Then you have those who actually metabolism. Some people are there, no matter how much they eat, they have very like fast metabolism, so they break it down quick and you don't see it. That's why you hear them. They are the ones who usually get a stigma a lot, because people keep wondering like, dude, like, where does the food go to?
Case in point.
I wonder. Case in point. Jason chop like.
It doesn't show.
The chop.
You were talking about so you are past. When I was attacking Amy this morning, you were laughing at Amy, not knowing that you were past.
But she eats.
Well,
Amy,
please, I beg you.
Women and food and eat and weight gain, we beg.
You are not past.
So now with the menopause side, we're saying that these are things that will happen naturally, but it's not with every woman.
Every woman will hit menopause.
Okay, every woman hits menopause, but it depends on when. Gain.
No, all of them, they have. So let me explain this. For it, the idea of menopause is that you stop menstruating. Right now, the idea of PCOS is that it affects anybody who is reproductive age. So early teens, right? That's you start your menarche, which is menarche or menarche, how do you want to pronounce it? That's you start your menstruation, right? That's your risk factor for it. Other thing is that we see it in people who are in their early 20s, late 20s, and then early 30s. That's the group of people that we get diagnosed with it. Because you see, at that age parameters, you are really conscious about your appearance. So that's when you start noticing the hair growth, the acne that is not going. You're using. So all these are when people really report, and then we find out that okay, it's not just acne, but it's something underlying, which is the PCOS, right? Or you have your periods are irregular, because if you are in your menopause, you're not menstruating, so there's not a problem. Right.
Okay.
So then, if you have that state where my period is irregular, I'm not seeing it like 3 months, 4 months, and it comes in, then we go in and check. Maybe you have like system, but like you get what I'm trying to say. So that's another part. Then you move on to at the far end of the table, where you have menopause. In Ghana here, our age for hitting menopause has reduced to about 48 years.
Is that alarming? Or
globally it's 51, 52.
Okay.
So we are a bit below.
Used to be higher. It used to be older.
It's really It's really like
ideally it should be when you're older. Ideally,
when you're like 60 plus.
Like it used to be 60 plus.
Really?
And right now it's at 48 here.
Yeah.
48.
What has lead to this alarming?
I think it's the food. But
it's the food.
Tell us.
It is.
Look, I'm right.
The food.
The food alone.
The food. Those times.
Acne.
These times. It's possible.
No, PCOS.
No, of course not.
Wild trip.
What? Are you on the other side? Last week you was telling me
on the other side.
No.
So
wow.
Years ago when it was 60, even with hypertension. The earlier books when you read on medicine talked about hypertension being a certain age parameter, like 70s plus. Like right now it's really low. You can have people with 30s having hypertension and high blood pressure. So diet, lack of exercise, we've destroyed the environment. Environmentally we are not doing
stress
anything. Physically we are not doing much. Because the days of constantly men playing football on Saturday morning, calling themselves Saturday stars, Sunday stars, it's gone. People playing basketball, people jogging. There's the thing. Saturday morning, the whole neighborhood look like
jogging.
Jogging. They keep fit clubs and all that. Those things are
Remember
They are
when I
gone.
was younger, we used
Right
to.
now, I also have money with too. Because those who don't have money,
You're
they are
going to walk
thinking.
Go and walk.
Yeah, go and walk.
And the funny thing about some keep fit, you see people like I go to a breeze sometimes, you see people climbing the mountain, people like in makeup and all that. I'm like, wow, like
Please.
everybody has one reason for
Please.
going there.
Allow the glam,
And,
please.
like
Please,
some guys they
allow
use
You are going to sweat, and you say, "Let me." The first thought that
Maybe
comes to your
she's
mind is,
testing the
the
makeup.
brand, yeah.
Allow
See
it.
this one, dear.
Allow
See,
it.
you
to,
are-
to check if it runs or not.
Yes.
Hey.
Please
and you
allow.
need to go to a breed to do that.
Yes, you're taking it to an extreme
It's
test.
testing it, like like they don't take a full drive to the extreme, like check, make sure
Isn't that
that
where you take all the four wheels to please
Market-
allow.
marketing.
You know what?
No way.
You know what that excuse has in common with the makeup?
What's that?
It's made up. Anyway,
No, it's not made up.
let's go.
Hey, that's wild.
It's not.
Made up makeup.
I'm standing for the girlies. Really.
Okay, so dog.
So a bit of recap when we did the piece. We talk about
Yes.
irregular periods. We talk about you growing hair and the chin,
Yes.
the chest hair. One thing that's similar between menopause and PCOS is that the weight gain and the difficulty in losing it. Because we talked about insulin resistance, like the insulin that's supposed to break down. So you have so much sugar when you eat the carbs and everything. It
Yeah.
stays in your blood, and then because the body can't store it anywhere else. So yeah, we have that as menopause. That's our first image. Menopause and its symptoms. This data is from the UK. You see where their ages?
Yeah, so
51.
UK average for menopause is
It's
51. 13 million people who are currently
Peri or menopause.
menopausal in the UK. Wow, 13 million. Now, 1 out of 4 women have severe symptoms, and 3 in 4 women have hot flashes. And hot flashes occur in about 3 in 4 women.
yeah.
Okay, but
So you see the symptoms up there, mood
Yes.
swings. That's
So,
hormonal.
loss of libido.
Yeah, loss of libido, like
Wow.
no interest in like intimacy and all that.
so if there's a young girl who has
There's some, it could be hormonal. We have to like understand that.
it's crazy how the woman's body is quite interesting, right?
Very,
That
very
these
complicated.
Physical, reactions can lead to emotional
Reactions from the
reactions
outside,
as
yes.
well. Outside, like it's wild. Somebody can be in a bad mood because that time. of
It
the
has
month.
nothing to do
They
with
don't
you.
want to talk to you.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with you. You see, and we are so selfish that we think everything's about us. Sometimes it just has nothing to do with you. In your
But it makes it scarier, though.
No, in your need to want to like
Yeah, shouting
understand
on
why
me
the
and I'm
person is behaving
innocent.
that way, you sort of like ask too much. So yeah. So
I mean, at least tell me that it has nothing to do with me. How am I
No,
supposed to?
sometimes before you'd realize that it has nothing to do with, I'm going through it, right? And I noticed this thing even with me and a few of my friends before, even when like you're in the PMS, time, and you're being cranky and all of that, you have to realize that, it's that time, so relax and ease it out on people. It's not you, it's just your hormones doing their thing. But sometimes you don't realize, and then you lash out on everyone. It's also your
It makes
responsibility
you guys scary
to be
because you can literally
nice.
lash out on me when I have done nothing wrong. Again, I'm not saying that's your
yeah,
fault,
yeah.
but I'm
no,
innocent.
but
bro.
a lot of women try, myself inclusive, try to keep it together because you don't understand. And when I react and you don't understand, it's even more annoying. So I just rather curb it and then go and lash out.
It's like explaining something to somebody and the person is still not getting.
Yeah.
It's really annoying. So I
Okay.
just keep it to myself.
So
But
most do the avoidance thing.
yes,
They avoid. They know there are people. They know people who can get on their nerves. So they sort of like avoid conversation. They don't pick their
I
calls.
will
like,
stay away
like,
from you.
But
Yeah.
wait, when they are getting older and it stops coming, shouldn't all these things subside?
Oh
as
no,
well?
no. What happens is that
So,
when you
yes.
hit menopause, your estrogen levels decline. Now we mentioned that in PCOS, male hormones increase, androgens increase, therefore causing the insulin resistance, blah 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 blah, and so on. Right?
Yes.
Now menopause, your estrogen levels are going down, which relatively you have higher androgen shift. There's a shift system where you're moving.
Okay.
Now the problem with this is that it's going to. You see, with PCOS, we said it stores the fat. It doesn't have any place. Stars the liver, tries your kidneys to get rid of some of them, and the rest it keeps it in your like belly fat centrally, right? Now menopause does this thing where it shifts the fat. It shifts it from like your hips and your thighs to your abdomen.
Oh,
So like
the one place they don't want the fat
Exactly.
is where the fat goes.
So
Wow.
easy understand what PCOS is that okay, if I do the treatment and this hormonal treatment, I can get it to stop doing that,
Yeah.
right? To stop storing fat. So it means that I can use diet, eat certain things that mean I'm not increasing the amount of insulin or glucose in the system, right? Right now you can do that with PCOS, but menopause is taking something from your thighs and your hips and bring it to your abdomen.
Yeah.
You realize that somebody will tell you that. People used to say this a lot. I hear them say like, when my mom was a certain age, my mom like was curvy and blah blah blah. But right now she sort of like lost it in certain places. It's because she's in menopause. When that happens, sort of.
She's reached that age where her interactions with menopause.
Okay. Oh my God, Doc. Let's. I'm not even going to give this time. Doc. No. Not
You thought you were menopause, so menopause.
It doesn't exactly pause, anyways. Women become fine wine.
Yeah,
Let the body talk. And now you don't have
rich
to.
aunties,
You
right?
don't have to deal with Jason. You don't have to deal with your body doing all of this. You know exactly what's happening to you at menopause. You are at liberty to live your life and live better. Don't even start with me.
Because their money is meant for exercise and stuff.
So now I'm talking about, I want to find out about women who are over the age of 50 who have experienced menopause, right? A lot of them, aside the celebrities, I know a few women personally who have great bodies. They've been able to take care of themselves well. A lot of people like to attribute that to surgery and all of those things, but for these people I know personally, I'm talking for the people I know, they haven't done anything of that sort. But I know that they have been very meticulous in their eating and their lifestyle. So I want to ask, right, first of all, what are some of the things that women can do before getting to menopause to reduce some of these symptoms? Also, so it doesn't become like the what's the image that we shown, the 1 out of 4 women one.
Yeah.
Yes, to avoid that totally, and also to have a better life where it's not like they are struggling or have paused life with men.
So with menopause.
So yesterday I quoted something as saying that we always say you should exercise, right? Yeah, but it's not too late to do it now.
Okay.
You get, though it would have been better if you had done it 20 years ago. It's not too late to start now, right? In the same way, go to it. If you know something that is coming ahead of you, you prioritize your change in diet. For example, if you have diabetes in your family, you know very well that this is something I might get, so you start to make plans.
Okay.
You reduce, maybe if you have hypertension in your family, your salt intake, your exercise levels, you try to increase that. Just try to, so you push yours further instead of waiting for it to hit you before you go on medication and all that. So a lot of those women are doing that early because they're starting to take exercise and doing the Zumbas and the bikes, the stationary bikes. Some are going for walks. Some have joined this Keep Fit.
Yeah.
Some have these women groups that they are part of where they go for afternoon tea. My church had one. They call it branch. They all dress in pink and whatever it is, and then they go and you see, when you both do those things, it helps to uplift each other. In the sense, you look good, I like your hair. It's all part of the mental aspect of it. So it starts from mental in the head.
Okay.
That, as you said, the way you say avoid men and all that, because you know very well that my fat is changing, the way I eat, my body structure is changing and all that. So as part of the ways to lose weight in menopause and PCOS, we talked about exercise as being one of them. You increase the rate of burning some of these fats, right? So if you, that's the second one, like exercises too. So you can put mental and religious aspect together in the sense that if it gives you peace, whatever it is, religion you're in, that whatever you do, you'll be going to the mountain and sitting there. And some have also used the opportunity to get into activities concerning family. They've sort of joined, like if there's a funeral or there's a wedding or something, they sort of participate, try and help out. The up and down, being busy, keeping yourself busy really helps. Okay. Because if your mind is on something else, you tend not to put your mind on like what's going on really. And the other part is that there are medications and treatment for this. Some are on them to help balance the hormones, and this help is done amazing for them. So you just need to talk to your primary physician. Then food. If you increase, we talk about carbs being the problem. So if you increase your protein, fiber diet, it will reduce that. Okay. So the easiest way to go about it is use your diet. If you feel you don't have the time or the energy to do a lot of the exercises or join a gym, use your diet.
So the fact is, this will happen by trying to mitigate the
symptoms. Yeah, because you realize that men have found an easier way around it. Some are playing tennis. My old man plays badminton. Like I'm asked badminton, how do you move around the court? But he said because the court is smaller.
Yeah, because
Oh.
Yeah.
But a lot of men
So
also
squash,
play
people are doing
golf.
squash, golf.
Yeah.
It's the mental social part of it. You see,
Yeah.
when you socialize, right, and one of you is looking all good, you tend to ask like, "What's up? Like, what are you doing?" Then that's how it works. But if you're alone, you don't see anything until you step out. Like, whoa,
I'm old.
right? So that's another thing too. Another thing too is that is for those who are watching this going on the outside. We on the outside, we have to be careful the things we say. You have to be very, very careful the things we say. It's not everybody has the mental fortitude to ignore you.
Hey, you're looking at me.
Yes. We need to be careful.
Yeah, you have to be careful what you say. It's not everybody. Like, she might take it and she might just say that's how you are. I don't mind.
I mean, I
somebody
issued
else.
a disclaimer this morning.
Then
The
anything you say.
disclaimer was
I am
earlier. There are some people
I
who have
issued-
tuned in now that
If
they
you are
hear
tuning
your
in now, I
disclaimer.
issued a disclaimer. So go to X
I am
Find 3
tearing.
Music TV.
But he never said your
Network,
husband
and
will
say
pause.
what-
He never said your husband.
Yeah, your
He never
interaction
said
with
that.
men will pause at
No,
a
the
your
certain
husband
husband
is gonna
no,
love
is
you.
he
It's called
transgender?
Wait, what?
Is he not male?
What's that supposed to be you two?
Exactly.
Why are you stereotyping us?
He did that, not me.
Yeah. Let's. Okay, so doc.
So
these
another
are-
thing too is that you should limit the refined sugars, the white bread, the pastry, the sweetened drinks, this worsen insulin resistance. They make it worse. For
Okay.
and alcohol
Sodas
is
and
also
all
number
these
one.
things,
Yeah,
that's what
alcohol
you
is also number one. Like, it really, because if you're having dealing with it, don't give
What
problems.
about once in a while, doc?
That's
Yeah,
understandable.
one hour trap.
Everything is good in moderation, but the way your moderation might not be good for somebody who also has a bad case of insulin resistance.
Okay.
Somebody's diabetic and they shouldn't be doing what probably your body can handle. We don't know what you do on weekends.
Okay.
Maybe you work out, so you burn all this, you detox and all that.
Yeah.
Somebody is not,
Yeah.
right? And those detoxing, please time your detox. I'm being careful because we found people doing things in cars, like where the cars stop and they have to like run and all that. Yeah, because they detox at the wrong time. You have things during the day and you
it's like
detox in the
taking
morning.
a tablet that will make you sleep.
Yeah.
Don't take it on a Monday because
Yeah.
you go to work on a Tuesday. Yeah, don't take a sleeping tablet on a Monday because you go to work on a Tuesday.
Is this what you put deal with here?
You mean evening?
Jason.
Yeah.
Why would you take a
Monday
sleeping
after
tablet,
work.
a drug that will aid in sleeping on a Monday when you go to work on a Tuesday? Well, what I say?
Charlie, talk
No,
to me
it
with
just
your
it just
chest.
makes sense if you had said Sunday and Monday, but then again, it's okay.
No, somebody will take your.
No, it's
Monday.
fine. I'm not saying we don't get
Why
we
she
get
say
it.
she
Please,
talk with his
wrap it up.
Doc, I also want to find out what are some of the main symptoms that girls or women would use to identify PCOS and then go ahead and go get tested.
Okay, so PCOS, the first thing you notice is your irregular period,
Okay.
because you can have intervals of 3 months is not coming and comes on and goes off. Then you can talk about pain, abdominal pain, lower abdominal pain. You can talk about acne or hair growth. You start growing chest hair, start growing like beards and all that. You should also look at all that. So yeah, that's it for our viewers.
So yes, for anyone tuning in on Plus 89.9, these are the symptoms. As Doc said, we have acne, low abdominal pain, oily skin, weight gain, irregular menstruation, infertility, hairness, chronic
Hair what?
hairiness. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean hairiness, chronic anovulation, hair loss, high male hormones. But you have an heiress.
It's not
who
hairness,
has- Wait. You have an heiress who has a lot of airiness, but she's airness because the place is very airy. I'm trying to save myself.
You
But
can't save yourself.
I am saddened by the symptoms.
So you see,
That's
you see
why-
a funny thing. You see something that's going on. You see this, they call it hairiness, right? And then
Yeah,
they go to hair
hairiness.
loss.
So it's both ways.
Yeah, you can have both. You can have like one or the other.
So is it possible to be hairy in one area and lose hair in another area at the same time?
Possible.
Crazy.
Wow.
hybrid.
But it would be
Wow.
crazy if you are getting hair where you don't want to get hair. You're not getting
Hair in certain places. Yeah,
But
like,
you
yeah,
see, Doc,
like your scalp is losing hair and then your chest is growing hair.
like
Yeah.
Doc, looking at these symptoms, right? Can we please have it on the screen again? Acne is something that's very normal
And
amongst a lot
in
of
puberty.
Really?
Yeah.
No, so let me say this.
But okay, I know what you're about to say. Let me not cut you short. But
Okay.
okay, the same acne, people have it when they're ovulating,
yes.
and it goes when
Like you keep talking about acne.
some
Yeah,
also
not
get
hard.
some also get when they're stressed, high
Yes.
stress environment, hydration. So water is also very important. Those who have not been taking water, because the water is what helps the skin. The skin's way of getting rid of all these toxins is water.
Okay, so identifying, how do I identify this is PCOS acne and this?
Oh, okay. I don't know if we still have that image. Remember when I mentioned that PCOS has a chart?
Okay.
It has a chart. If you get 2 out of the 3, then you are.
Okay.
So it's called the Rotterdam criteria. So either you have irregular periods as one of it on the chart. You have multiple cysts when we do an ultrasound scan for you, and then we have high androgens, which is the male hormones going up. So these are the 3. If you get 2 out of the 3,
okay, then go and
then
check
PCOS.
Okay,
we diagnose as PCOS.
Doc, thank you so much. This conversation is one we carried on from last week, right? Till today. So if you have hairiness or hairness, or there's airness wherever you are, we still believe you guys. Do you have any shouts for it? We have to sign off now. Any shouts? Doc, any shouts?
Yeah, my heart goes out to my dad and the rest of the family. That we lost a great person in our family, and though she's gone, she's in a better place, and then she's not forgotten. We still remember her, and then and to, as you said, to everybody else who's lost a loved one too, and to anybody who is dealing with PCOS, you are not alone. Our job as healthcare professionals is to help you. No stigma here. Nice. We are family. And we love you all the same.
No stigma. Medical Michael Jackson.
Guys, we're signing off now, but we're here same time tomorrow from 7 to 10 a.m. Have a good one.